Oh, next story coming up. Meals on Wheels Community Services. In partnership with SANPARKS, they've undertaken a biodiversity economy skills training initiative, which is aimed at empowering underprivileged communities through practical income-generating skills. The program includes training in areas manufacturing practices based on the use of organic materials. Both senior trainer and development manager Yanela Takawira is going to be joining us to chat a little bit further about this. Yanela, good evening. Thank you for your time with us here on the SABC.
Good evening, Lisa, and good evening to your viewer.
Well, it comes at an opportune time, of course, given the state of our economy. And as we shine a spotlight on Youth Month, perhaps you could talk to us about the program beneficiaries, the type of skills it also lent.
Yes, thank you so much. So maybe let me just give a background. So Meals on Wheels literally has 182 kitchens where they feed people that are underprivileged. But beyond that, as an organization, we saw it fit that just feeding alone is not sustainable, hence the skills development. We have then embarked on a strategic partnership, as you've mentioned, with SANPARKS to just look for skills that will actually assist our beneficiaries to be self-sustainable. And some of these programs, like you've mentioned, is manufacturing of beauty products from nature, and also the leather works, where it's agro processing, where you actually process the hides and the skins of animals into different leather products, and also food preservation.
And so thank you for speaking to that, because as the adage saying goes, give a man to fish, he eats for a day. But obviously, if you teach him to fish, he eats for a lifetime. And so with the contribution of these skills and the capacity building at large, mitigating against poverty and some of the other triple threats as well, I wonder if we look at how this is going to be a long-term viable solution for household and disadvantaged communities.
Definitely, Zal, that's the plan and that's the goal and that's the objective. Like currently, our stats of unemployment are shocking, as we are looking at like 62.9% of youth that are unemployed. So this is an objective and a goal for Meals on Wheels to start and to grow. As we know, it is an NPO. We depended solely on corporate partnerships. But what this has actually done, Lizzo, it has actually zoomed on the importance of collaboration. We are mentioning SANPARKS, and this program was actually literally sponsored by a corporate called WABTech South Africa. So when we see all these different parts coming together, great things actually happen. So it's actually zooming on the importance of roundtables by different stakeholders to make sure that we sustain such programs. We're very excited that last year we had about 70 beneficiaries that went through these trainings, and this year we had about 35. So the trainings are continuing, but now as an organization, we are zooming on exit strategies, where now we see that, okay, they've been trained. It's not just a tick of a box. Let's bring in now the target market. SANPARKS becomes the market to that. You know that SANPARKS have different parks where it attracts tourists and all of that. And we feel and we know that these products will actually be able to sell, and these beneficiaries will start to realize the income, because we don't just want to train them, but we want to change their financial positioning. We want them to put food on their table on their own independently.
No, absolutely. Thank you for speaking to the need for collaboration. And thank you for also speaking to the exit strategies that obviously put in place, because I actually wanted to then explore where the products are going to be stocked and how they're going to be distributed. And you've clarified that for us.
Yes.
I think if we even just look at the nature of what you're obviously undergoing as an MPO, this comes with obvious challenges as well. To date, what would you say have been some of the biggest that you've had to face, the inertia that you've had to overcome?
I think COVID was the biggest downfall for every sector, Lizzo, because everyone took a knock. So that actually contributed to even higher stats of unemployment. So I really believe that if we can come together as corporates to actually want to literally commit and be intentional about solving some social ills on a long term, because as NPOs, some of the things or challenges we face is that we then get funding and then don't get it next month, we get it then. Then when you want to talk to long-lasting initiatives where you want to see the real impact, it becomes an issue. But I'm actually very positive and I'm very happy about the direction that corporates and NPOs and government are taking in terms of trying to talk about long partnership, long funding, so that we can be tracing all this impact. We plan and then we monitor and then we implement and we evaluate. That is what we need to do right now. So challenging is there's a lot of NPOs, obviously, and we are all trying to solve different social ills. Right now, if you're looking at our country with all these killings of women and children, it's really bad. And as Meals on Wheels, some of our beneficiaries are victims of crime because some of them, like we're saying, gender-based violence, mostly women are literally reliant financially on their abusers. So we are trying to empower our women to be able to be independent and financially independent so that they can see shifts in their lives.
No, absolutely. And this is why you're challenging a status quo and, socio-political constructs that have really impacted so many, but you're obviously playing your role. It really only takes one. As you wrap up, should people want to get involved, assist, also, come on board, how do they go about doing that?
So we've got our website, Lizelle, which is www.mow.org.za. We also have offices as well in Johannesburg. Our office is in City Deep, and our telephone number for there is 011-613-6465. If you want to volunteer, if you want to make a change, we need more hands, financial support, and just making sure that our country gets to a point where we want to say it's a safe space and we have equal share even in the economy. That is the objective that Meals on Wheels is moving towards.
Yeah, well, Yanela, it's been said that the work needs to be done and needs to be done well, and it needs to be done well with all of us in mind. Thank you for playing your part. We'll leave our conversation there for now. Yanela Takawira joining us, of course, Senior Training and Development Manager, chatting to us about the empowerment initiatives alongside SANPARKS. Meals on Wheels really just coming to the fore there.